Counting gets underway, ladies and gentlemen. The counting centers will start opening now. 8 a.m. is when the counting centers open. There will be time before the ballot boxes, the postal ballots, all of that come in and the early leads come in. If any of the screens across any of the news networks is already showing you numbers, then you know what it is. It is Farjiwala. We are not doing that here. We are respecting the requests of the Election Commission and also the point that they made, and we are working with them very closely. Also at the counting centers, 310 counting centers, 285 in Maharashtra, 30 in Jharkhand. Overall, about 310 reporters. There are 29 actually in Jharkhand, so 309 counting centers, but 310 reporters. That's what we have, and they will be directly calling the hotlines from the counting centers as and when the leads come in, and that's why we'll be able to report it slightly faster than the Election Commission, because they have to go through the ratification, formalization process, etc. We don't need to do that, so you will see the numbers. And mark my words and mark our words here, the numbers on all channels will eventually settle to the numbers that we first show here on the News 18 network. So trust these numbers. Counting has gotten underway. The counting centers will open. Avantika is joining us from the live result hub. So now it's buzz of activity. I hope you've got your shoes and you're kicking your heels off, ready to run around that live result hub, Avantika.
Oh, well, Anand, I'm all geared up with the heels as well. This is going to be so exciting. And you're right, there are no fuzzy numbers here, genuine, authentic, reliable numbers, because we have a team of experts, data analysts who are going to be sitting here processing all the data in real time. Just take a look at all these experts here. They're going to be, as you rightly said, reporters are all over at the counting centers, and any first lead, first trend will be immediately reported here. I have Brajesh Ji with me, 285 reporters. That many people we have across the state of Maharashtra and Jharkhand as well. Brajesh Ji, why don't you just tell us a little bit more about, the uniqueness of the live result hub?
Look, this is our 2 decades long legacy, and it is time tested. If you look at the last assembly elections of Haryana, we were the only network who were absolutely perfect. Even at this time also, if you look at our own system, this is the live result hub, a special software. Just look at the screen. There is no number because counting has not started as yet. No figure we have. In fact, all other channels who are showing the numbers, it's absolutely fake, fraud, fuzzy, kite flying. We have the system. If you look at the Election Commission website also,
yes,
there is no trend.
Yes.
So if anyone is showing any data, any lead, any trend, just believe it is absolutely fake. For our case, in our case, if you look at our system, this is the number of 285 correspondents at each and every counting center. Yes. We have in Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, you have 288 assembly seats, but counting centers are only 285. So we have that absolute deployment to cover each and every center. Same way in Jharkhand. In Jharkhand, we have 24 districts. At each center, we have a district representative. And if any if any round of count, everything will be here.
All those calls will come right here, Anand, because, when it comes to counting and when it comes to getting those numbers right, one can only count on us. Isn't that right, Anand?
Yes, right next to where Brajesh is sitting, right next to the entire team that is sitting. There are 6 groups, 6 hubs for the Maharashtra hub. That's 6 rows of the Maharashtra hub, 2 rows or 3 rows of the Jharkhand hub. That's where the numbers will start coming in, ladies and gentlemen. There is a hotline right next. That's where the report will happen. The moment that is reported, the constituency, the candidate and the lead will be clicked in, and that's when you will start seeing it appear on our screens. Any of the News 18 networks, you will see it's all 00 right now. The numbers should come in a short while from now, but the numbers are increasing in our studio. Ms. Sula Hebar joins us. Rohit Chandravarkar joins us. Let's keep the conversation around Maharashtra and Jharkhand even as we wait for the live result hub verified number to come on our screens before we talk about leads, because as those leads come in here, they will start getting plotted even on Zaka Jacob's magic wall, which is not colored right now. In about 2.5 hours from now, this will be a different plot, and the plot here on this magic wall, Zaka, will perhaps determine kursi kiski hai in Maharashtra.
Absolutely. Will it be a saffron wave? Will it be a blue wave? We don't know, but like I said, to my mind, Maharashtra is the big prize. Whoever wins Maharashtra will have bragging rights. It will will set the tone really for the parliament session starting Monday.
Rohit is here. You want to ask him a few questions on Maharashtra? Who's taking that? Number किसके आ रहा है?
Rohit said last time that he was briefed live almost.
Yeah, he was here with us.
He was here.
From the Shinde camp. आया था.
From the Shinde. So आप बताइए, are those numbers holding?
We'll find out in a while, but I think Mahayuti is looking very confident. And I think the reason they are looking confident is because of the direct benefit schemes that they came out with and the increased voting that has happened in Maharashtra, Rahul. So they think that women came out in large numbers, especially in Vidarbha region, Marathwada region, which is economically backward region. And they think that this direct benefit transfer has kind of worked for them in terms of direct, increase in votes. The farmer community, which is facing a lot of distress, perhaps came out too. But for them also, there have been many schemes. So let's see.
I have to ask you this question because yesterday when we were talking to two pollsters, and one was Sanjay Kumar of Lokniti, and on the other side was the famous, infamous, what do you want to call him, Access My India, Mr. Gupta. And both had a very different take on Vidarbha. So both projected that the NDA is going to do fantastically well in Vidarbha for different reasons. One said there's going to be complete Dalit and, consolidation against the Maratha. And the other one said, no, it's not going to be that. The Marathas are going to come back and vote for the NDA. So what is going on in Vidarbha? It's very confusing.
I'm not sure Marathas are going to come out and vote for the NDA because Manoj Jarange Patil has been very vocal and he's traveling from town to town, speaking against the BJP.
But they're saying that this time, at least one of them said this time is not a factor.
Okay, we'll find out in a while whether,
Pallavi, you wanted to share something?
I would say it's not a factor, but he
Why?
also
Tell him why. You were telling us the anecdote, what happened.
No. So Rohit, it was really amazing, because I went to interview him and I saw him, doctors and he on a drip. And, people were taking pictures. And I am telling them, this looks a little tacky. Nahi, madam ji, lene do. Then I realized that it was just going viral on WhatsApp. So he just going to his, and then there was this huge crowd, all their sympathy. So somewhere, thoda sa wo bhi janta hai na, unnerving moment hai, because he knows this is a prestige thing for him. But, people are also in harsh tones were talking about the fact that, we don't know which way he is. He's not even, he's taking money from so-and-so. He's taking money from everyone. He's nobody's person. Now, if that is word of mouth, I mean, Antarwali Sarathi is the village he belongs to. And, if that is what starts getting traction, then I don't know whether he's going to emerge as that powerful a factor as he was for.
Well, he may not emerge as a powerful factor, but remember, there's going to be very small margin. I don't know. I'm not claiming anything right now. Maybe situation keeps changing all the time. But the situation is that Maratha vote may not get split the way it would have got split if Jarange Patil was in the fray, which he has kind of withdrawn from. That is one factor. The other thing, of course, is the women coming out in large numbers, like I said earlier, is a big factor in favor of NDA. Shinde's team, what Rahul was talking about some time back, Shinde's team is very confident that they're going to reach 170. NDA is going to reach 170, and they also have given a breakup to some of our friends and colleagues at the end of the voting day. They say BJP will hit about 95 score. Shinde himself will be around 55, and Ajit Pawar will be 20. So they are saying 170 for sure, sounding very confident. We'll find out just
95 plus 50 वो तो 150 तो उनके खुद के आगे इन दोनों के तो फिर वो टेंशन ब्रीथ इजी वाला हो गया अजीत पवार फैक्टर नहीं होगा
number is quite fantastic because if that number actually holds up, that means that Shinde Shiv Sena would have got 56 of what the Shiv Sena won last time. They replace that.
So I'm asking you, is Milind Deora then going to be the giant killer?
First lead has come through.
It's going to the NDA. I think it's to the Shinde Sena. This is Ambe Gaon. Dilip Walse Patil.
दो आ गए भाई दो आ गए ग्रिड पे दो आ गए दो लीड one others and one NDA
is coming from the constituency of Ganga Khed. This is going to the RSP. I think this is the RSP faction which is with the NDA. So yeah, you have two leads now. one in, okay, you now have a third lead. This is going again to the
UBT.
To the SSUBT, the Parbhani constituency. Dr. Rahul Patil is leading there. So we have 3 leads now, one to the NDA, one to the India Alliance, and one to others. I'm just trying to see, I think the RSP, this is the faction that's not aligned with the NDA. So
NDA, so we just see why there is a lead for Maharashtra that is being shown for the NCP in the bottom grid, while there are 3 leads there, and there is 1 lead that's being shown for the NCP. But overall, 3 leads have come in.
Sorry, Dilip Walse Patil is from the NCP.
Dilip Walse Patil is from the NCP.
The Ambegaon seat.
So the Ambegaon seat, so NDA, 1 lead for the NCP, so and 1 lead others. So 3 leads that have come in. Those are the party breakups. Understand that here at the bottom of the screen, you have overall NDA, that's the Mahayuti, BJP, Shiv Sena Eknath Shinde, NCP, Ajit Pawar. And then you have the India Alliance here, so INDIA, the overall alliance number, you can find it here. Then you have Congress, Shiv Sena, UBT, and NCP, Sharad Pawar.
From Bandhara, Narendra Bhondekar of the Shiv Sena, the Shinde Sena, he's leading. I think Bandhara Gondia is Mr. Patole's backyard. That's where he hails from. So we now have 4 seats reporting, 2 to the NDA, 1 to the India Alliance.
So 2 to the NDA, 1 to India Alliance, 1 others. And we've just got some breaking news. Let's quickly do that as we look at the counting leads again. Posters are out by various factions ahead of the result. Eknath Shinde as CM poster in Thane. Uddhav as CM outside Matoshri. Yes, Mayuresh. We'll see if Yesha is also there. Yes, Mayuresh.
Absolutely, Anand. Behind me you can see this poster which clearly says that Kutumba Pramukh Honar Puna Mukhyamantri, which means that if you remember that Uddhav Thackeray was usually says that he is a Kutumba Pramukh, he's a family head of Maharashtra, and the poster also says that he will be made CM again. As we were discussing that somewhere Maha Vikas Aghadi is confident. Sanjay Raut also said that they will win seats between 160 to 170 and form the government before 26. And this kind of poster has been already put up just 100 meters away from the Matoshri in Bandra East, and we are seeing that the party workers of all parties have basically put up.
There is a picture outside Matoshri for Uddhav Thackeray. There are pictures for Eknath Shinde in Thane. There you go. And the numbers so far are looking at for the NDA early leads. 4 leads for the NDA. Zaka.
So Dhananjay Munde is also leading from Parli. He's of course fighting with the Ajit Pawar faction. So Ajit Pawar not doing badly. Out of the 4 leads, 3 that we have are for the Ajit Pawar faction of the NCP.
So numbers, 3 leads for the NCP, 1 lead for Shiv Sena Eknath Shinde, 4 for NDA, 1 for the INDI, that is Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray's team that is leading, 1 other is there. To the panel here, legacy fight, 51 seats. If Eknath Shinde gets 55 seats, that conversation that we were doing, that means Uddhav Thackeray Sahab, Dhanush Baan
As I'm saying, this is a crucial survival battle for at least 3 of these parties. Let's be very honest. They will cease to exist if they do very badly. So, there's a lot at stake.
So this is a political field which has been extremely fragmented. There's been a lot of opportunistic toing and froing. Ideology has gone out of the window. Convenience has come in through the door. And what this will also do is kind of settle the Hindutva question as well, because Balasaheb Thackeray was the Hindu Hriday Samrat, the original one. And there are 2 factions of the Shiv Sena there. And the battle for authenticity is on. So the BJP is very much invested in the Shiv Sena battle for their own ideological reasons. I think it will also decide on who has the real Hindutva in their tower.
Well, 6 leads as we speak.
Yeah, we have 1 lead for the NCP, Sharad Pawar from the outskirts of Pune in Pimpri. Dr. Sulakshana Shilwant is leading in the Pune seat. We have 1 more for NCP SP, that's Parner Rani Lanke of the NCP SP is leading. So right now it seems like at least the first lead for the BJP. The first lead for the BJP is again from Vidarbh, from Melghat. Keval Ram Kale of the BJP is leading. So it's running up now for the NDA, 6 to the NDA, 3 to the India Alliance. Congress has not opened its account yet. We will see how that happens and when that happens. From Akot, the VBA candidate, the Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi, the VBA Prakash Ambedkar's candidate is leading in 1 seat there in Vidarbh. So we have 11 seats, 6 to the NDA, 3 to the India Alliance, 2 already to the others. And Rohit was mentioning this, none of the exit polls gave too much to the others. Let's see. Already within
BJP ka second lead bhi aa gaya, 7 NDA.
All right.
It'll get refreshed on the wall it takes about 15 seconds. Jharkhand counting numbers have not yet started coming in. They should come in very, very soon. But 732, that's the number. Others are also now featuring on the leaderboard. Will that be a huge factor? A lot of pollsters have not given others those many numbers. Nalin, Aman.
See, Anand, one figure I have from the BJP, which adding on to what Rohit was saying, more women voters. BJP is saying that 53 lakh more women have voted in these elections compared to 2019. That's a huge number. In the 2019 election, about 2.53 crore women had voted at 59.26% vote. This time, 3.06 crore women voters, 65% voting percentage. A higher woman voting, 53 lakh more women, I think.
तो फिर जो फंडे आप महाराष्ट्र में लगा रहे हो वो झारखंड में JMM कांग्रेस हो जाना चाहिए.
Absolutely, हो सकता है, बिल्कुल हो सकता है.
So we have two Mumbai seats now reporting. 3 in fact Mumbai seats reporting. Vile Parle, BJP candidate Alvani Parag is leading there in Atul Bhatkalkar is leading from Kandivali East. Shiv Sena UBT is also opened from Kalina. Sanjay Potnis of the Shiv Sena UBT has opened his account there. So Mumbai seats are also now reporting. Out of 16, 8, 6 and 2.
Yeah, INDA alliance catching up. Now it is 8, 6 and 2. Neck and neck fight hoga ya dhire dhire lead खोलेगी Rahul Shankar.
Lokniti actually gave 20% of the vote share, approximately that much to the others. Now that's a significant vote share. So look, I mean, and yesterday we were getting news that everyone was also speaking to the independents and all of that. So it's all happening. Let's not discount anything.
More Mumbai seats. The Mumbadevi seat, Amin Patel, he's up against Shaina NC. Amin Patel is leading in the Mumbadevi seat. And in Kolaba, as you'd expect, Rahul Narvekar, who was the speaker, he's leading in the Kolaba seat. So in Mumbai, now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seats reporting. The BJP has 3, SSUBT has 1, and Congress leading in 1.
So now BJP slowly opening up the leads. 5 leads for the BJP, 4 for the NCP, Ajit Pawar, 10 for the NDA, 6 for the INDA alliance. So the leaderboard is right at the top. You can see the overall leaderboard and also the breakup of the parties. So this is Mahayuti, this is Maha Vikas Aghadi, and then this is Jharkhand, ladies and gentlemen. So the Jharkhand numbers have not yet started coming, but Maharashtra numbers are coming here. Maharashtra numbers are right at the top, 10, 6 and 2. Overall, the parties, who is performing well, because these strike rates will matter, Rahul. Strike rates for each individual group will matter because that will also give them the heft, bargaining power.
That's right. I mean, this is looking tight. I mean, it's very initial. But as the leads are sort of clocking up on both sides, aren't they? It's not as if there's just a one side, you know, if 170 is on the cards, as someone was saying, then that number is not looking very positive. Let's just put it that way. But this is very early days, very early days.
One in Western Maharashtra, in a seat called Ashti. Suresh Das of the BJP is leading. NCP Ajit Pawar, like I said, again, one more seat reporting from Western Maharashtra in Shevgaon. Monica Rajiv Rajale of the BJP is leading. So in Western Maharashtra, which is of course the fight between the NCP versus NCP, BJP has opened up 2. Like I said, NCP Ajit Pawar opening up leads in about 4 constituencies already. So that's the situation as of now.
They're putting up posters for Ajit Pawar in Pune. In Thane, it is Eknath Shinde. In Mumbai, there it is Matushri. And of course, there is Devendra Fadnavis, who's sitting there at Meghdut, perhaps right now, right next to his Sagar residence. He's sitting there and he's watching what is going on.
Rohit Pawar is leading from Karjat, of course, again from the Pawar clan. So NCP SP now has 3, including the Pimpri seat in Pune.
BJP has gone up to 6 leads, NDA 12. Now it's come back, it's 11 and 7. So there is a toss-up. There is a close fight happening somewhere where the leads, as the early leads are, it's a give and go. It's quite tight.
I think it's in Vidarbha, this in the Bandara seat. Now the Congress candidate has taken a lead there, Pooja Thavakar.
But there's one more addition to the NDA, 7 to BJP now, Zaka. So it's going to be busy on the wall for you.
In Mumbai. Mumbai is reporting now from Charkop. Yogesh Sagar of the BJP is leading. Atul Bhatkalkar I mentioned, but Charkop is now the seat that is just reporting. Yogesh Sagar of the BJP is leading.
Charkop towards that Anushakti Nagar, Mankur, that region. On that side, you will have the Charkop coming in between Andheri, that region there. Rohit Chandavarkar.
One thing we can see, Anand, is there's too much competition among leaders in the Maha Vikas Aghadi to put up their hoardings and posters. Perhaps the flex material has become too cheap nowadays.
But Konkan and Mumbai is a very crucial region, really, for the Mahayuti. Let's be very honest. 43 out of 75, this entire belt from Mumbai all the way down the coast, very important, because if they don't hang on to that and they start gaining in Vidarbha, it's going to cancel each other out, because they did really fantastically well last time
in Ghatkopar East. The BJP candidate there, Parag Shah, is leading. In Dharavi, Aghadi, Dr. Jyoti Gaikwad of the Congress is leading. So again, Mumbai reporting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seats BJP is leading in Mumbai.
Early leads show trends towards the NDA, ladies and gentlemen. To our viewers, 15, 8 and 2. What's the update at the live result hub? The results are coming in. Leads are coming in thick and fast. Avantika.
Yeah, Anand, some early leads coming in right now. We're just getting to hear that Rahul Narvekar from the BJP is leading Mumbai City. Then from Beed, Dhananjay Panditrao Munde, NCP, Ajit Pawar. From Sholapur, Siddharam from the INC. Pune Pimpri, Dr. Sulakshana from the NCP, Sharad Pawar group. So these are just very, very early leads coming in right now. But, you know, I'm just going to take it here. I'm just waiting. Yeah, okay. Prashant from Loknath is joining us right now. Prashant, एक बारी बताइए कि बहुत बड़े-बड़े leads आ रहे हैं. He's on the phone right now because he's getting a lot of calls. He's being inundated with calls. The reporters calling him up because the leads have started coming in now very slowly. From Beed, Suresh Das of the BJP, Rohit Pawar, as I said, has been leading. Rahul Narvekar from the BJP leading as well. Prashant, बताइए some big names, some big leads coming in right now. अभी initially है, बहुत initially.
अभी तो बहुत इनिशियल है, लेकिन रोहित पवार जो है करजत जामखेड़ से वो अपने को हमें आगे दिख रहे हैं. उसके बाद में हम लोग दिख रहे हैं दिलीप वैसे पाटिल जो है वो आगे दिख रहे हैं, जो बड़ा नाम है. उसके पूना से है वो, साथ में बीड़ से धनंजय मुंडे अभी आगे दिख रहे हैं. साथ में हम देखेंगे सुनील देशमुख जो है अमरावती से, वो आगे दिख रहे हैं. बड़े नाम है ये. उसके बाद में वीआईपी अगर देखेंगे हम, वेरी वीआईपी जो है सब, जो बड़े 13 चेहरे जिनके ऊपर चर्चा चल रही है, खासकर बाला साहब थोरात जो है वो अभी आगे हमको दिख रहे हैं. और ये सब ये पहले रुझान है पोस्टल के. अभी और थोड़ा रुकना पड़ेगा और उसके बाद ही हमें पता चलेगी कौन आगे है और कौन पीछे.
Right. So postal ballots, early leads. Nana Patole is leading. Bala Saheb Thorat is leading. Rohit Pawar is leading. If you look at the Shiv Sena head-to-head contest, those leads are not coming through. But the BJP versus Congress head-to-heads, early on leads, it looks like somewhere those places the BJP is perhaps having a better strike rate.
Interestingly, in Jalna seat, the Shinde Sena candidate there, Arjun Khotkar, is leading. Jalna, of course, important because Jarangi Patil started his whole fast and stuff from there. He's from there.
Well, the BJP has to continue its fairly decent showing in the Lok Sabha in Konkan, Mumbai and Khandesh. They have to make sure that those numbers are banked. If that starts
but we also saw a certain surge in voting in the Konkan region again. Right. And one of the aspects is Rohit Nalin Vain on this, that has Eknath Shinde really put in the hard yards? Has he now become a brand on his own and tried to really rise tall in the last 6-8 months, years time?
In my view, there have been two phases to his chief ministership. In the beginning, it was Eknath Shinde con. For a while, there was a dip there. But in the last 7-8 months, there's been a major shift. A lot of that has got to do with the Mukhyamantri, the Ladki Behn Yojana, and the way he's been out there campaigning. So I think something has shifted with him. I think people are connecting to him in the last 6-7 months in a way that they did not earlier.
There's also a substantial Muslim and non-Buddhist, Dalit vote there. So we have to look at those. If those consolidate, there's been a mad scramble really for that Buddhist vote, the Buddhist Dalit vote, then there's the non-Buddhist Dalit vote, then there is the Muslim vote, we know. So this is a very interesting mosaic really of the state. And that ek hai to safe hai, the impact of that will be felt here.
Well, Rahul Narvekar is leading from Kolaba. You're getting the key race alerts here to the left or to your right when you're watching the screen. That's where the key race alerts will come. As you're watching the screen, to your left, you will see the Jharkhand numbers. At the bottom, you would see the breakup of the Mahayuti and the Maha Vikas Aghadi, or the NDA and the India Alliance parties, the big parties at the bottom. Top will give you the overall picture. NDA versus the India Alliance. What's the story? 18-13. So some catch-up happening.
Yeah, Sena UBT has suddenly sort of opened up a few seats. In Khed Alandi, Babaji Kale of the SSUBT is leading. You have another seat up again in the north. In Nifad, Anil Kadam of the SSUBT is leading in that seat. Then you have another one in Marathwada, close to, in Ausa, Dinkar Mane of the SSUBT is leading. So they've opened up a few seats outside of Mumbai. You traditionally think of them as a Mumbai party, but outside of Mumbai. They're leading in 3 constituencies. Also in Pimpri-Chinchwad, so in Pimpri, the Congress, the NCP SP candidate, Dr. Shilwant is leading, whereas in Chinchwad, the BJP candidate, Shankar Jagtap, is leading. So,
the one number that we need to keep looking at in the India bloc is the Congress number, 4. They have contested 102 seats.
Yeah.
If the Congress doesn't pull its weight, then there's a problem. So we just have to keep looking at that Congress number, the conversion factor of the Congress. Last election, it did fairly well by its own standards, and so it'll at least want to match that conversion number. If it doesn't, there's a problem.
See, the other 2 is also a story. BJP, Congress, largest parties, 2 larger national parties, were contesting from their own sides the most number of seats. But वो शिवसेना, NCP legacy fight है. वो भी बहुत important है कि किसको कितना मिल रहा है उधर. Yes, Nalin.
Can I say something out of syllabus?
Yeah.
This is one score we are tracking. Some of us are tracking another score. India has just taken 2 more wickets.
Oh, they taken 2 more wickets.
Hey, when people do go and watch cricket
99 for 9. 79 for 9.
Nalin will keep giving you all updates, but do keep watching this.
Keep watching this. Don't divert the audience.
Give you cricket updates.
We'll give the cricket updates here, so you keep watching this only. That's what we are also trying to say. See, there is a good performance that's happening in Perth, but that was a very sticky wicket. But Maharashtra and Jharkhand are also very sticky wickets. Tricky wickets,
Tricky, turning.
Taking cue from what Rahul was saying about Congress number, I'm a little surprised about Uddhav Thackeray's number also.
Yes.
We didn't, obviously this is very initial, these are initial stages, but all of us thought, and I also thought that Uddhav was the weakest link in the Maha Vikas Aghadi, but it looks like he's neck and neck with Congress. That is 5 places he's leading. So that is a kind of a surprise.
No, but they have also put in some hard yards. Have they put in some effort? Did you see Mashal anywhere? Did you see active campaigning? See, they're registering a new political symbol. How easy or difficult is it, and how have they been able to do it in Maharashtra? Aman, Pallavi, Distula,
Well, I actually did a bit of this thing, like work on this during the Lok Sabha election, because that was the first time these symbols got an outing. And there was a door-to-door campaign, there was a familiarization campaign by both the NCP Sharad Pawar and the Shiv Sena UBT on their new symbols. Because Sharad Pawar has form on this, you see, because in 98-99 he went into elections with a new symbol, and they narrowly kind of came, behind the Congress, because a lot of their supporters said, हाँ आपको ही वोट दिया है, हाथ को वोट दिया है. So their clock symbol hadn't clocked, so they knew what they were getting into, and they really did.
So this Ghadi, Tutari, Mashal,
all
there is clarity or confusion?
They took all steps to make sure that there was familiarization and little hooks, to remember.
BJP as a party now has more leads than the India Alliance put together on the leaderboard right now.
Yeah. So in Marathwada, suddenly the BJP has opened up a whole bunch of seats in Bhokar, where Ashok Chavan's daughter is fighting from. She's leading there. In the neighboring constituency of Mukhed, Dr. Tushar Rathod is leading. And then you have Kinvat, where Bhima Rao Ramji Keram of the BJP. So if you look at the map, suddenly in Marathwada, even in places like Jalna, the Shinde Sena candidate is leading. In Partur, which is the neighboring constituency, the BJP candidate there is leading. So you see a lot of orange
5 months back
in Marathwada.
I mean, the MVA, the Mahayuti bombed in Marathwada, 12 out of 46.
Ajit Pawar is doing better than Sharad.
Ajit Pawar is also doing very well.
And the BJP in that block, the BJP conversion, at least, I don't know how many seats that are being called right now, but
the leads are out of
28. They're doing pretty well in that
block. Can I make a small point?
Leads are out of 45 seats. Maharashtra has 45 seats.
There you go.
It's very early trend right now, but in the seats where Congress had led in the 3 months ago in the Lok Sabha election, there are trends for 4 such seats available right now. All 4 of them NDA is winning at the moment.
There you go. So,
but it's still very early. Clearly, the trend is saying something in the
clearly there is a confusion. At least we can reflect that. This is not a vote for continuity immediately. Let's not jump to those
48 में से 31 NDA के पास है, 19 is with the BJP. BJP has more leads from the India Alliance put together right now. So clearly it's moving one way directionally early on. These are early stages. Round 1 is not yet complete. I don't think it's even begun. It's 8:30 on the clock. By about 9:30, 2-3 rounds should get over. So the next hour, you will see more of these leads
BJP
coming
has to
the
look
fore.
at a 54% plus conversion rate if it has to make an impact And if it has to, I'm not talking about 170, I'm not talking about 200, I'm just talking about 150. That's the real target.
If their projection internally, Rahul, is 95 seats out of 150 odd that they're contesting, so they clearly are looking at a far higher than 55% conversion.
No, I'm saying the least pain.
Least pain, yeah.
On this point, Rahul, we were talking earlier in the morning about the importance of BJP Congress straight fights, right?
Yeah.
What's happening there?
Yes.
12 stands are available, NDA is ahead in 9 of them. At the moment.
All right. So the Chief Minister's constituency
When you say
in
NDA,
Kopri, the Chief Minister Eknath Shinde is leading. In the neighboring constituency in Thane, again Sanjay Kelkar of the BJP is leading. So BJP opening up some leads in the city, in Mumbai and its outskirts. Like I said, in Vile Parle, the BJP candidate is leading. In Charkop, the BJP candidate is leading. In Kandivli East, the BJP candidate is leading. So now we have from the outskirts, from Thane, the BJP candidate, and then also from Majiwada, again the Shiv Sena Shinde candidate there leading. So Shinde is doing well in the outskirts.
If you look at the screens, Akka just turned around and see now Shiv Sena, both are now level on. Yeah. So Eknath Shinde has come through. And go back to June 4th. When we are doing result day, your eye was on Maharashtra. The early plotting itself is very different from what we are seeing now.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, the NDA is running away with it.
Can we also look at the VIP seats, because that'll give you an idea of anti-incumbency. Let's have a quick look.
We'll go to Avantika. There are 13 or 14 VIP seats which are being tracked, and we'll try and get Avantika to get us an update along with Prashant or Brajesh on the VIP seats in Maharashtra. More leads coming through.
In Jalgaon, where again, I'm talking about, northern Maharashtra, where this whole onion crisis was there 3 months ago. The Shinde Sena candidate is leading from both the Jalgaon rural constituency and the Jalgaon city constituency. So I think clearly they have made up lost ground.
Mahim abhi nahi aaya. It's not plotting. Mumbai, he's opened up there. Utha hua hai. Mahim has not come.
To count and वहाँ से रुझान नहीं आया. क्या चल रहा है मुंबई में?
No, we don't have the counting for
no, the numbers have not come, because a lot of the counting centers will start releasing data over a period of time, and that's why we are seeing the leads only out of 55 out of 288 seats, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why it's going to take some time. That's why we are saying
if
trust
the PM
numbers
slogan
on the screen in front
has
of
traction
you.
on the
These
ground.
are the numbers that you can trust. 36, 17, 2, 22 leads for the BJP. Shiv Sena is at Shiv Sena Eknath Shinde 6, NCP Sharad Pawar 8. This is India Alliance 17. Their India Alliance put together is less than the BJP right now.
It's beginning to fall back now.
And it's now
fall back. Yes. I mean, look, I just wanted to ask you, because you also went there, if the PM slogan is starting to get traction, you'll see it in this Mumbai coastal belt quickly. You'll begin to see that opening up.
Yes, it will.
And also, like what lot is made about the BJP Congress direct fights, but I think BJP's real target is also the Shiv Sena UBT. See, Shiv Sena UBT voter is essentially the Hindu voter,
right.
and that is why the BJP slogan "Ek hai to safe hai." The more the strike rate of Uddhav Thackeray falls, the better you may see the BJP and NDA do, because BJP feels that Uddhav Thackeray is going to collapse in this election because "Ek hai to safe hai" slogan is ringing true. And I think we have to keep a close watch also on Shiv Sena UBT. What is their strike rate? They're contesting a lot of seats.
85 one of the important parts is that the Shiv Sena at that time during Lok Sabha itself, Eknath Shinde had said 19% of the 20% of the Shiv Sena core Shiv Sena voter had voted for the Dhanush Ban and for Eknath Shinde. The Shiv Sena UBT had benefited from the Congress NCP voter, and even in Mumbai they made a case out of it. Somewhere, not just the BJP. I think Eknath Shinde has done a lot of work to ensure that the core Hindutva Shiv Sena Balasaheb Thackeray voter is with him. And if Eknath Shinde wins his constituency against Kedar Dighe, then perhaps that's the biggest statement also.
On that point, I think it is, I just wanted to highlight the fact that in the Lok Sabha elections, the Shiv Sena UBT benefited from a massive counter mobilization of Muslims, right?
Yeah.
There was a work totally, and the Muslim vote transferred to the Shiv Sena UBT. Paradoxically,
yes.
So, it was the original party of Hindutva. In this election, Uddhav Thackeray has spoken about 1992 and said that and made overtures to the Muslim community again. And I think Eknath Shinde has zoomed in on that point, on the question of Hindutva.
Correct. Not just Hindutva, the fact that he is towing a line totally opposite to what Balasaheb Thackeray, his own father, had a position, how far the sun has shifted away.
And the larger political picture is that if this trend holds, then the project that Narendra Modi and Amit Shah had started in 2014 to replace Shiv Sena as the predominant Hindutva party in Maharashtra, then you may be seeing the next stage in that.
Dhanushban say it sort out ho gaya, legacy sort out ho gaya, and there is no family Thackeray thing. Rahul, just coming to you after going straight across to Avantika. 40-19, lead has opened up. Yes, Avantika, key states, key races. Yes, update.
Absolutely. Eknath Shinde is leading right now. Anand, and this place is buzzing here. The phones are constantly ringing. बताइए प्रशांत जी, आप बड़े-बड़े leads के बारे में बता रहे थे. अभी some big names.
अभी तक 63 जगहों से लीडिंग आगे आई है, जानकारी मिली है.
नाना पटोले भी लीड कर रहे हैं.
नाना पटोले लीड कर रहे हैं, एकनाथ शिंदे लीड कर रहे हैं, रोहित पवार लीड कर रहे हैं, साथ में आदित्य ठाकरे भी लीड कर रहे हैं. अभी
फडणवीस, देवेंद्र फडणवीस का कोई अपडेट है?
फडणवीस के बारे में
अभी देवेंद्र फडणवीस का जानकारी आई नहीं है. थोड़ी से देर में उनकी भी जानकारी आ जाएगी.
And Anand, I just want to tell you that I don't know which numbers are being showing by which channel, but Jharkhand still we don't have the numbers. I've been checking constantly. Everyone is monitoring it here. Brijesh ji, just very quickly, ki Jharkhand mein what's happening? Why the numbers are not coming in yet?
Look, in Jharkhand, the process of counting of the votes has just got started because the process is slow at each and every center. For example, look at Hazaribagh. They have opened their strong room just a few minutes back. So it is only expected after 10 to 15 minutes to get the first trend. So that's why in Jharkhand we have no figures, because whatever the authentic information we'll get, we'll show to our viewers.
Absolutely. Immediately then, Anand, we'll just get those numbers.
Well, take the screenshots of any of the channels putting numbers for Jharkhand. The strong rooms are only opening now. Another 10 minutes. That's why it is 000 in Jharkhand. Wherever the numbers are coming in, the calls are coming in. You can hear the calls buzzing, ringing at the Maharashtra hub where Avantika is at the live result hub. This is live result hub verified numbers, ladies and gentlemen. They are right, and that's why trust these numbers. 44 leads to the NDA, 18 to the NDA alliance, 3 others. Let's go across to Yesha Kotak joining us from a very, very important point where there is a poster. What does that poster say, Yesha?
Anand, I'll take you right through what the poster in fact says. This is at Thane. This in fact is the place, Wagle Estate, in Kishan Nagar. This is in fact one of the places which is known to be stronghold of Eknath Shinde, particularly because Eknath Shinde has his roots from here. His first shakha is from here. In fact, you know, when he was just a Karyakarta, one of his first houses is right here. So even on the day of Diwali, we had seen how Shrikant Shinde had visited this place. And before filing the nomination, Eknath Shinde had visited this very residence of his, taken blessings of people at Kishan Nagar Wagle Estate before he could file his nomination. And now we see right here, there's a poster which says Sahib Punha Mukhyamantri Honar, which clearly means that Eknath Shinde will become the chief minister again. Anand, yes. And Anand, over the last couple of days, you know, we've seen how there has been a constant poster where it all started before the elections, where Devendra Fadnavis' poster was put up by Karyakarta saying he should be the chief ministerial face. On him, having asked him this question, he had laughed out. In fact, when Ravi Raja was joining BJP, when this question was asked to him, he said this should go uncensored. We'll answer this question later. When Amit Shah was asked this question, he said we'll discuss about this after the elections. In fact, even Ajit Pawar had said that the discussion, the answer to this will be after elections.
Yes.
However, we saw this poster for Ajit Pawar becoming chief minister at Pune and Baramati yesterday, and today it is Eknath Shinde's poster at Thane.
Everybody is making their post. You know, there are supporters who will come out and put these posters, and there is a certain level of posturing with these posters. But the fact is that it is the Sangathan which has to decide this based on where the numbers settle. If somebody is at a critical point where their 15 seats or 20 seats are going to influence the result and who's going to be in power, obviously they'll have the bargaining power. But if that is not the case, then the person with the highest strike rate or perhaps the single largest party will stake claim. We'll have to wait and watch. Right now, the BJP is the single largest party.